Hi y'all, as you know, EBD will be graded by a final project. On this video, we are going to review the step-by-step or guidelines for your summer research's protocol. This project is designed to help you develop the competencies and learning objectives of the course. So, if you are ready, here we go. Before we continue, remember that the rubric is included in Brightspace content, right at the rubric carpet, for you to consult at any time. There are 5 steps you must follow for a protocol design. The first step is the problem statement, where you need to define what you want to study. The recommendation is to carefully observe your surroundings. For this task, we will focus on a problem within the dental clinic at the Anahuac University. Think about a problem that frequently arises in the clinic. It could be related to preventing a disease, comparing different treatments or procedures, understanding students' opinions on how they are evaluated, or assessing patient satisfaction. You are the only one who can define or propose the problem, as you have experienced and observed it consistently. Let's take the patients with MIH from the course overview video as an example. Imagine that they are patients at the university clinic who come for a consultation, complaining of hypersensitivity secondary to molar incisor hypomineralization. Perhaps you should search for information on MIH, molar incisor hypomineralization, and successful treatments for patients to alleviate hypersensitivity. Remember that immersing yourself in the topic is crucial before writing your protocol. Otherwise, it will be challenging to proceed with the next steps. A good piece of advice is to focus on a topic that interests you. That way, your protocol will be much more beneficial. You can ask AI about this. That way, you can have a good pathway to define your problem. In the second step, you should list the objectives of your research, providing an appropriate justification based on scientific evidence for why your study is indicated, accurate, and what its benefits will be. Continuing with the example of MIH, molar incisor hypomineralization, research questions using the PICO framework were formulated. In this case, an intervention question was posed for the population affected by MIH and hypersensitivity, specifically those attending the University Anahuac Clinic. The question is whether applying fluoride varnish and comparing it to the application of resin-modified glass ionomer sealant over a period of 6 months would be an effective treatment approach. The PICO questions generated were consulted on PubMed using the mesh technique. Once you have collected all your evidence and assessed its level of evidence, could you replicate the experiment comparing the application of fluoride varnish against glass ionomer in the clinic? How would you inform the patient? Would you obtain informed consent? And how would you safeguard the information obtained from the study to protect the privacy of the participants and study results? When conducting a study, it's essential to consider the following aspects. 1. Replicating the experiment. If you plan to replicate the experiment comparing fluoride varnish and glass ionomer, ensure that you follow the same methodology, sample size, and conditions. Obtain any necessary approvals or permissions before implementing the study. 2. Informing the patient. Clearly explain the purpose of the study to the patient. Describe the treatment options, fluoride varnish versus glass ionomer, and their potential benefits and risks. Obtain the patient's consent to participate in the study. 3. Informed consent. Create an informed consent form that outlines the study details, including the treatment options, potential risks, and privacy protections. Ensure that the patient understands the study and voluntarily agrees to participate. Address any questions or concerns the patient may have. 4. Privacy protection. Anonymize data. Remove any identifying information, names, addresses, etc., from study records. Store data securely. Use password-protected databases or encrypted files. Limit access. Only authorized personnel should have access to participant data. Comply with legal requirements. Follow applicable laws and regulations regarding data protection and privacy. Remember that protecting participant privacy is crucial for maintaining trust and ethical research practices. And finally, the 5th step is action.
Para cumplir con todos los puntos de tu plan magisterial, donde estipula de puedes interpretar en tu idioma lo aprendido en la materia, deberás redactar el protocolo de investigación en español. Como recordarás en alguno de los assignments te pedí que buscaras el formato del protocolo de investigación que se usa en Anáhuac. Si no lo tienes, puedes basarte en el machote del protocolo que utilizamos en la Universidad de Louisville y que está incluido en los contenidos de esta materia.
Summer research is the 60% of your final grade. Remember that you can always consult the rubric in this video or in Brightspace. If there is any question, you can always contact me at jcvps@hotmail.com.